Are more U.S. women waiting to have kids? Many American women are wrestling, given their careers and the high cost of having children, among other factors, with when or whether to become mothers. 1 in 5 American women over 40 is childless. In the 1970s, it was 1 in 10. But that statistic doesn't tell the whole story. When you look at older and more highly educated women, turns out they're bucking the overall motherhood trends. At what age are most women having babies? In 2011, there were around 4 million children born in the U.S. Here's how it breaks down. 330,000 babies were born to women between 15 and 19 years old. 1.1 million were born to 25 to 29-year-olds, the 5-year range with the most births. Now look at women 40 to 44 years old. They had 109,000 babies, and women 45 to 54 had around 7,700 babies, a 182% increase from 1995. It becomes clear from these trend lines that having children is on the rise in higher age brackets and on the decline in lower ones. Does level of education matter? Here's where things get really interesting. Women with the highest academic achievement, a master's degree or a PhD, are increasingly likely to become moms. In 1992, 66% of women aged 40 to 44 with a PhD were moms. 18 years later, 77% of women in that age bracket were moms. The trend reverses when you look at women of the same age who didn't finish high school. 91% in 1992 were mothers. By 2010, that number dropped to 87%. For women with a bachelor's degree, the number stayed roughly the same. Are more women now using in vitro fertilization? We have data on one type, where a woman uses her own eggs, and in women 38 to 40 years old, the number of procedures has risen steadily to over 20,000 in 2011. That resulted in around 4,300 babies. It's important to keep in mind, all in vitro procedures combined result in just a small percentage, only around 1% of total childbirths each year. So overall, how does the U.S. compare to other countries? If you look at the birth rate in the U.S., the number of births per 1,000 people, you see it dropped from 16 in 1990 to 14 in 2011. Compare that to the country with the highest birth rate, Niger, where it's 48 births per 1,000. So we live in a world where age, education, and location have a striking impact on who becomes a mom and when. That's the short answer.